Also, slowly but surely, we're gonna get the podcast episode out today. I know I say shit like, I'm gonna release it every Tuesday, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way, kids, because I'm a lazy cunt, and unfortunately, 'tis the lot in life if you're a lazy cunt. But if you're diligent enough, you will get shit done. As did the Vegas Golden Knights. They got shit done. They were able to not only sign Deryk Engelland to a one-year extension that's valuated at $725,000 annual average earning, with a trade that also happened with the Toronto Maple Leafs. So shout out to the Toronto Maple Leafs, because we finally traded away David Clarkson's ridiculous contract. Yes, he was on the long-term injury reserve for the Vegas Golden Knights for 2 years, a contract that we had to take in during the expansion draft. Now, Toronto gets that back. We also send them a 4th-round pick and receive Garrett Sparks. Minimum deal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives us a cap space of about $1.5 million. Just about, or a little bit less than that, because our cap hit will be about 80 mil. So, the great news is, we have cap space. We can sign one more guy. And in my opinion, I think Jimmy Schultz is going to get signed. Nikita Gusev is probably going to get ousted via trade or back to the KHL. I really don't see Gusev sticking around. Unless Valentin Zykov is still on our roster and he somehow, magically waved his hand and said, "Hey, Gusev, you should just stay around, man. It's a good time." Because that would be a pretty sick third or fourth line, depending on how we do that shit, right? Because Belmar's gone, still got Reeves. Pretty sure we got Carrier for one more year, but it's a lot of curiosity right now, because there wasn't cap space. Now we barely got cap space. We still got a couple of players to sign. But I say this: as good as Nikita Gusev was in the double IHF championship with Russia, I don't know, man. I'm not too crazy about a KHL guy who's already 26. I don't know. I'm not the hockey expert, kids. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to spit out some thoughts and opinions and speculations. But the great news is Golden Knights signed Deryk Engelland. And I know Deryk isn't the star-studded player. He's not the all-star that, people would want, right, from a defenseman. But he is the heart and soul of that team. I know a lot of people think it's Marc-Andre Fleury, but seriously, the voice, the veteran voice, the guy who does so much for the community, and I believe the man who can lead the Vegas Golden Knights spiritually, emotionally, is Deryk Engelland. So getting that contract signed was huge. I'm glad the Vegas Golden Knights did it. And for those of you Vegas fans screaming and shouting Gusev, listen, he might be another Vadim Shipachev. That's all I'm saying. Now, it's not like he has all the... what's the word? He has all the fucking downsides of Shipachev. And there wasn't really a lot of downsides. He was one of the best KHL players out there. Played very well. But unfortunately, he just didn't fit the Gallant style or the Vegas style. And the whole thing, too, with Gusev is, who the hell knows? Maybe he doesn't fit. Or maybe we figure something out, because the thing that he's requesting is 2 years, $8 million, with about $4 million average earnings, annual average salary, whatever the fuck. Average annual valuation. I think that's the word. But Vegas countered offered with 2 years, $4 million, so $2 million a year, which I think is pretty decent relatively speaking, but I would still say this. Why not just sign him to a 1-year deal? Like a prove-it contract, right? The shit we did with William Karlsson. Not as high. Not as high, mind you. I mean, Wild Bill, we had it for what? Like 1 year, 5.25 or something like that. And then, you know, he got that nice little contract, 8 years, $5.75 million annual average earnings. Whatever, god damn it. But with the Gusev situation, boys and girls, I would just say calm down. All right? If we don't keep him, we don't keep him. That's fine. Because we have enough depth, we have enough in our squad, I believe, to do well. Now, would it be amazing if we did sign Gusev? Yes. Yes, it would. But I still say this, like, why not just sign Jimmy Schultz? Jimmy Schultz seems like a kid that can fit in that lineup, and with the way our defensemen have looked coming up, younger, guys like Jake Bischoff, Zach Whitecloud, Nick Hague, I think that could be a really, stud of a lineup in the near future. Because yes, Deryk Engelland is tied to that 1-year contract, but once he's gone, man, he's gone. You gotta have a lot of defensemen in there. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, boys and girls. I'd prefer, if it came down to it, between the two, relative to all the, context of what the Vegas Golden Knights is going through, cap space, players, depth, all that, I would just say go and sign Jimmy Schultz instead of Nikita Gusev. But that's just me. That's just one guy's opinion. This fat fuck who's driving in the morning, it's realizing, yeah, we're about a month or so away from the NFL. I've said that yesterday. But what I kind of neglected to say again yesterday was the fact that training camp is going on, boys and girls. That's right. NFL training camp is going on. My Seattle Seahawks are getting it in. And unfortunately, for the Seahawks, there's not a lot of positivity that was spread early Monday, which was 2 days ago. It's crazy, right? Jarran Reed suspended 6 games for an incident that happened in 2017, a domestic assault issue, if I'm not mistaken. So, there wasn't any criminal charges or report or whatever. No charges. But the NFL decides to suspend my man Jarran Reed for 6 games. Now, let's take this with a grain of salt. We don't know what the hell actually happened. We don't know the full context of what this thing was. But, when matched alongside the bullshit that was the whole Tyreek Hill situation, with audio clips actually coming out, and then Tyreek Hill gets 0 games, okay, all right. I swear to God, man, the one moment you think the NFL got some shit in order, no, they don't. They don't. Jarran Reed was going to be a huge fucking catalyst for our defense doing well. I mean, obviously we got Bobby. Obviously we got KJ. We're still good on, from the linebacker situation, but that D-line, man, we absolutely needed Jarran Reed. Now, the whole thing with the Seattle Seahawks is always next man up, which I love Pete and John for. I really do. And I'm truly hoping, the boys can find some sort of ground while that's happening. Still got a lot of injuries that is holding back our D-line from its potential. Like Ziggy Ansah, he's going to be out with an injury for a couple of months before he comes back into the regular season. And yeah, that defense for the Seahawks worries me, because not only that, as I mentioned with Bobby Wagner, we still got Bobby. We still got Bobby Wagner. Problem is, he wants a contract extension. That's not the problem. The problem is the fact that the Seahawks haven't even fucking finished signing this extension. To me, this is a no-brainer with Bobby Wagner. Sign Bobby! Sign Bobby! What the fuck? Sign Bobby! You have to sign Bobby! Bobby is the face of that defense. Bobby is the best linebacker in the NFL. Kids, don't even fucking get me started. I'm not going to fucking talk about Luke Kuechly. I'm not going to talk about Leighton Vander Esch. It is Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is the best linebacker in the fucking National Football League. I put Von Miller second. I do. I put Von Miller right there in the second place. But when you're the best linebacker, when you're the best in your position, and you have given your blood, sweat, and tears and everything to an organization, and doubled the valuation, and not even doubled, they've massively improved the value of the Seattle Seahawks over the last few years. Not just Russell, not just the Legion of Boom. I'm talking about Bobby Wagner. Bobby deserves the money. Pay Bobby. Pay Bobby. Make sure Bobby and Russell retires as Seahawks. For the love of God. Like that, okay. And I know I hear all of you saying right now, oh, what about the cap space situation? What about the cap space situation? What of it? What of it? You know what John and Pete have been able to do so well throughout the last few years? Find hidden gems in late rounds. And you know what they did this last draft pick? That last draft, they had about 14 picks. They made that from originally 3 or 2 picks. So, John and Pete, to me, are improv masters. Which is why I say, you sign Bobby, and there will be other positions in the Seahawks that you can relinquish a little money from. And then just draft these players, right? But Bobby is essential. You have to sign Bobby Wagner to a contract extension. It'd be stupid not to. Especially with this whole Jarran Reed situation. You need some sort of stability in that defense locker room to say, hey guys, I know we just got kicked in the dick with this Jarran Reed suspension, but we're still here. And shout out to Jarran Reed, posted a thing on Twitter apologizing and saying he's going to come back at it stronger. And you know, it's unfortunate, but I'm still behind Jarran Reed. You know, and again, we don't know what the hell happened with that fucking case. We just don't know. But hey, he's a Seahawks player. We got to support him. And hopefully he comes back stronger after those 6 games and is ready to fucking tear some ass down. And boys and girls, the NFL season's got me riling. It's got me so excited, right? I mean, my Seahawks are going to be in the dirty NFC West. We're going to be grinding it out. And I love it. I love the fact that football season is upon us and we get to nerd out again. But another thing that I've been nerding out about lately, especially after this whole LA weekend trip, was baseball. Now, my Dodgers, was watching them last night play against the Angeles. They lost. They lost to the Angels. Yeah, Mike Trout had that nice home run. I'm not going to hate on that. I'm not. I can't. Mike Trout's a good player. I just don't like the Angels. I really don't. That fucking trash heap of an organization. I really despise them. But good news for Los Angeles, the actual Los Angeles team, not the fucking Angels. They're in fucking Anaheim. Fuck you. Is the Dodgers will be undergoing a $100 million renovation project in time for the 2020 MLB All-Star break, which is going to be taking place in Los Angeles. So, something about that, I honestly really want to go to an All-Star game next year. Not the home run derby. Fuck the home run derby. Oh my god. No. No. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I don't like the All-Star game. I actually like the home run derby. Say there. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking get that straight now. But that $100 million renovation is basically going to be added elevators, and I believe netting is going to be added in August, so that's a whole different thing. But renovations for elevators, other aspects of center field, and they're going to add the Sandy Koufax statue, which I can't wait to see, man. That's going to be pretty fucking awesome. So, Dodgers doing that, and listen, man, I'll tell you one time right now. I never claimed to be an expert in certain sports. I don't think I am in any sports that I watch. But the thing I just realize with this Dodgers team is just the swag. And maybe, All-Star break next year, I will go, and just enjoy that home run derby. And if you can just have Vlad Guerrero Jr. versus Jock Peterson, again, that'd be amazing. That's all I really ask for. But, yeah, the Dodgers got that renovation project lined up for the All-Star break. And boys and girls, we've been discussing some Vegas Golden Knights action, all this lovely shit, but we are here in the house. So follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents, boys and girls. And if you want to see me with the more Seahawks shit, for now,